in the books of in the books of Konkan oils, Srinagar branch account. Srinagar, Srinagar branch account. Instead of putting amount here, I will write the years 2017 and 2018. Okay, just to kind of know which year it is instead of putting it as amount. Similarly, here also I will put the years. This is the debtors branch debtors account. We have the branch petty cash account. Okay. Okay. Now, when we write the date, we won't be able to write the year. Okay, because I can't write 17 and 18 here. So we will just write 1st January or 31st December. So we don't need to write the year as such, like the full date. We'll just write it as 1st January, 31st December. Now, when it comes to the opening balances, okay, now just be a little observant, just be a little alert, because there are 2 years we are handling simultaneously. Now, in 2017, there won't be any opening balances because the branch was open on 1st January 2017 itself. So there is nothing coming in from the previous year. So there are no opening balances because the branch was open on that day. But in 2018, okay, in 2018, do we know the opening balances? Do we know the opening balances of 2018? How? Rupa has said yes. How do we know the opening balances of 2018? Okay, 8,490. Basically, what she's saying is the closing balances of 2017, the closing balances of 2017 become the opening balances of 2018. The closing balances of 2017 become the opening balances of 2018. I hope everyone has understood this. 2017, there won't be any opening balances because it's a new branch. Okay, so I'll put it as 1st January to balance brought down. 2000, we have here stock. 2017, we don't know. 2018, we know the stock. Okay, the closing of 2017 becomes the opening of 18. And similarly, we know the petty cash. Petty cash will be 90. Okay, and there has to be another balance. What is that? There has to be another opening balance. Which will that be? Which will that be? There has to be, though we don't have that closing balance, but there should be another opening balance. Yes, debtors. Now, when will we find? Right now, we don't know the opening balance of debtors. We will have to find it out. We will be able to find it out only from the debtors account. Okay. So for right now, I'm just going to write debtors and keep. How I know there will be opening balance of debtors because there are so many transactions of debtors in the year. So 2018 will surely have a debtors balance. Okay. So right now, I'm just going to keep it blank. I'm just going to keep it blank. Now, we are still not done with this. On this stock, since the stock is at invoice price, there will be loading. So on the other side, on 1st January itself, buying stock reserve. Loading only for 2018. Loading only for 2018. Okay, so 2018 we will have 8,400 into 1 by 4. 8,400 into 1 by 4, that will be, that comes to 2,100. That comes to 2,100. Okay, I've just written that so that you, here there's nothing because there's no opening stock at all. There is no opening stock at all. Okay. Similarly, we need to transfer the petty cash balance, the opening balance. So petty cash opening balance in the cash account, to balance brought down. We don't know 2017 there is no balance. 2018 it is 90 rupees. Okay. 2018 it is 90 rupees. Now these also become the closing balances of 17. I will write the closing balances when we reach them. Okay, I have not forgotten that these also become the closing balances of 17. I will write the closing balances when we reach them. Is that clear? Fine. Now we'll go ahead. We'll start with this. Goods sent to Srinagar branch during the year at selling price. So here we have 31st December now. 31st December. I'm not writing the year because it is 17 as well as 18. So I'm going to say two goods sent to branch account. So we have 45,000 and we have 70,000. Okay. What will we calculate on this? What will we calculate on this? What will we calculate? Loading. On the opposite side, there will be loading. 31st December, we have buy goods sent to branch account in brackets loading. Okay. So I'm going to adopt the same thing. So here it's going to be for 2017, it's 45,000 into 1/4. 45,000 into 1/4, that comes to 4 ones are 4, 4, 4 ones are 4, comes to 11,250. It comes to 11,250, and here it's 70,000 into 1/4. 70,000 into 1/4, that will be 17,500. 17,500. Okay, so what is the only difference in this problem? So just doing for 1 year, you're doing it for 2 years simultaneously. Okay, and there is some connection between 1 year and the other, especially with regard to the opening and the closing balance. Okay, so we are done with this one. Next, sales at branch. We have the cash sales as well as the credit sales. We are going to assume that whatever cash is received is being sent. Okay, whatever cash is received is being sent. So I'm going to assume, I'm going to write here buy cash. We have sales. So 2017 it is 15,000 and 2018 it is 30,000. We also have now this cash sales. I'm not going to take in the petty cash because it's petty cash. Okay, if it was cash in hand like yesterday's problem, I may have taken it. Anyway, it doesn't make a difference like we saw because the entire amount goes to the head office. Okay, so buy cash sales, and we also have uh, credit sales 90,600 and 41,000 that will go in the debtors account. We don't have a true balance brought down yet, but we will have it. Okay, for 2018. Two credit sales. The credit sales are 19,600 and 41,000. 19,600 and 41,000. Okay. Any questions with regard to this? Anyone has any questions with regard to this? Next, we also have cash received from debtors. So I will write this here. Cash received from debtors. 15,400 and 32,300. Okay. Here also we will have cash. In the debtors account, buy cash 15,400, 32,300. Then discount allowed to customers. This will come only in the debtors account 200 and 500. Buy discount 200 and 500. Then we have cash sent to branch for expenses including petty cash. So this is now coming from the head office to cash here, to cash. You can write expenses including petty cash, just to know what it is. That is 6,000 and 10,000. This will also come in the petty cash account since we are taking it as petty cash expenses to head office 6,000 and 10,000. And then we have goods returned by the branch invoice price. So this will be this way, buy goods sent to branch account. The basically returns only in 1 year 1,500. We have to calculate loading on this accordingly. So on the other side, two goods sent to branch account, two goods sent to branch account in bracket loading. Only for 2017 we will have 1,500 into 1/4. 1,500 into 1/4, that will be 325, 375. 18, there are no returns, so it's going to be blank. And then we have the closing balances. So by closing balance, just leave a line in case there is a profit. So by balance carry down, we have stock. Stock is 17, it is 8,400 and 6,900. Petty cash, it is 90 and 40. Now before I transfer the petty cash balance, on this stock I will have to calculate stock reserve again because it's at invoice price. Okay, so on this stock, calculate stock reserve again to stock reserve, which is the loading. It's the same thing as this. So it's going to be 8,400 into 1/4 and 6,900 into 1/4. So that comes to 8,400 into 1/4 comes to 2,100. And 6,900 into 1/4 comes to 1725. 1725. 1725. Okay. Petty cash, we need to transfer the closing balances of petty cash. We will also have debtors here. I can just write it and keep. Petty cash, we transfer to the petty cash account by balance carried down. Become 90 and 40. 90 and 40. Okay, so we have transferred everything. We have transferred all the items. We'll have to first start closing these accounts. We'll have to first start closing this account. Now just let's start with the petty cash because it seems quite simple. So here we have close year wise. Don't close both simultaneously. Okay, first close 17. So here we have a total of 6,000. Okay, here we have 6,000. Now if you see here, there's a balancing figure this side. Can anyone tell me what will this balancing figure be? The total amount that was in 2000, let's just look at 2017. In 2017, they didn't have any opening balance, but there is the branch received 6,000 from the head office, including petty cash expenses. And they had a, then at the end of the year, they had a balance carried down of 90. So can anyone tell me what this balancing figure will be? Very good. It's going to be basically the petty expenses at the branch. It's going to be the petty expenses at the branch. Normally, if you remember, they normally say branch manager incurred so and so petty expenses, or branch manager incurred so and so expenses. Basically, that is not given to us in the problem. So by petty expenses, okay, this is going to be the balancing figure. Now, if you notice, this figure is not used anywhere. This figure is not used in the branch account. Okay, so even if this account was not done, you would not have lost out anything in terms of the branch account. But it's always good to know, because it's good to see where the money has gone. So even if you don't need any figure from here, okay, it's good to open the account just to kind of give yourself the confidence that the branch petty cash account looks in a particular way, or everything has been taken into consideration. So this will be 5,000, 5,910. 5,910. So close this as well. This will be 10,000 total and 90. Okay, so they've spent quite a bit. Only 40 is left. So basically they spent around 10,050. They basically spent 10,050. So that's the balancing figure. Again, that is not to be taken anywhere. Petty expenses incurred by the branch are not considered anywhere. Now coming to this. Okay, let's close this account. Any questions with regard to this? Anyone has any questions? Okay. Now we'll look at this. 19,600. We cannot close 2018. Why we cannot close? Because there has to be an opening balance of debtors. We cannot close 2018. So we have to start with 17 first. Because we know that all the figures of 17 are here, whatever is supposed to be there. There's no opening balance because it's a new branch. Okay, so we have to start with 17. So the total here will be 19,600. The total here will be 19,600, and your buy balance carry down, which will be the balancing figure, will be 19,600 minus 15,600 will be 4,000. Basically be 4,000. Okay. Now my next question is, what am I going to do with this balance that I just found out? What am I going to do with this 4,000? What discount are you talking about? I've taken the discount, right? Rupa, what discount are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, because I've already taken the discount. My question to you is, what am I going to do with this 4,000? Yes, transfer the balance to next year. So we are going to have an opening balance of in 2018 first. So this 4,000, I'm going to write here, because the closing balance of 17 becomes the opening balance of 18. The closing balance of 17 becomes the opening balance of 18. Similarly, I need to also put it in my debtors account here, 4,000, which was blank. Okay, 4,000, which was blank. Okay, and then we go on and close 2018. Now we have all the figures for 2018. So this becomes 45,000. This becomes 45,000. And this will be 32,800. So that's 33, 12,200, I think. The balancing figure is 12,200. 12,200. And this 12,000 will be also transferred to the branch account here. Okay, and this closing balance also we know the closing balance of 17, 4,000 and 12,200. 4,000 and 12,000. Okay, and now we total it. Yeah, it comes to 7,225. 7,225.